This is NR2003 Predicts. We take the entry list of the top 3 NASCAR series, run them through the N ratings algorithm, set them up by their provisional lineup, and see what the computer says will be the finishing order on race day. First, we take a look at the truck race on Friday to end off the playoffs, round 1 for them. Ryan Preece taking the victory, spoiling the show. Overtime with Jeske, Chandler Smith, Zane Smith, and Parker Kligerman. Chris Neckes and Matt Crafton right there next to each other as they battle for a playoff spot. Carson Osvar just a little bit behind. Grant Enfinger had the worst performance of all the playoff drivers in 19th, but already had the victory to advance him. In the Xfinity race, it was AJ Allmendinger getting to the line first over Josh Berry, Justin Allgaier, Austin Hill, and Ty Gibbs. Selden Creed finishing outside of the top 10, but able to make up a lot of ground on Ryan Seek, who was involved in a multi-car accident in Stage 2. He ends up back in 36th position, only 1 point for him. Landon Castle also involved in that accident. He'll drop out early. Now it is time for the second race of the Cup playoffs. Tyler Reddick grabbing the pole for the first time here at Kansas. Joey Logano to his outside. Coming to the start-finish line, the green flag's out here at Kansas. Tyler Reddick got the early jump. Joey Logano, though, trying to make a move to the inside. Reddick's trying to make a move on the outside, still work. We've been seeing a lot of the guys work in practice on running the wall, and looks like the inside still might have some speed. There's contact here with Daniel Suarez as Ty Dillon, Corey LaJoie, Harrison Burton go around in turn 1. Looks like Suarez walked up the track, might have been down on the apron, slid back up, and looks like Harrison Burton will be dropping out of the race as a result of that accident. The other two will move on, and Suarez has a little bit of damage on his backside. William Byron getting into the wall. Quite a big hit, and he's actually going to go to pit lane after this to get some repairs done. So that's a early blow to another playoff driver in the 24. Kevin Harvick had a solid run going at Darlington before his car caught fire, drop out of the race, and after that race, before this one, he had plenty of strong comments about safety. If there's anything to get him fired up about, it's that he's got the best average finish among the drivers here at this racetrack, so he might be able to put off a good finish today. Brad Keselowski with a problem. He was running in second place, and now he has some suspension damage as he's going to take it down to the pits. That's a big blow for a driver that missed the playoffs and looking for a good run. Unfortunately, not going to come here today. Denny Hamlin making a move to the inside of Alex Bowman for the lead. A 3-time winner at this racetrack and trying to see if he can make it 4. We'll put him atop the list of drivers that are active in this race today. Contract talks still loom for Kyle Busch. However, we got a nugget this weekend that Richard Childress Racing looks like they're on pace to sign him for next season. So that is a big development to watch. Do not have an official confirmation on that yet. Chris Buescher now has problems as well as he's on the apron. That is both of the RFK drivers having mechanical issues. That's very peculiar. Martin Truex Jr. looked like he was on pace to grab a victory at Darlington after falling 1 spot short of grabbing a playoff spot. Unfortunately, his engine let go, and now he is still looking for that first victory of the season. Joey Logano, a 3-time winner here as well. He's led 500 laps to this point, and he's probably added that total already. We're starting to see some green flag pit stops here. Alex Bowman, the first of the front runners to come down. He had been leading for a while, and then he slipped back to the 6th position. Looking on board, Kyle Busch says he's able to make a bit of ground on Chase Elliott. It was a little slow on the entry to pit lane. Joey Logano will be one of the last to come down for his service, and even though Elliott lost some time getting in, he'll still come out with the lead on the cycle, and it looks like he will come to the stage victory. So stage 1 will go to Chase Elliott, followed by Bowman, Hamlin, Kyle Busch, and Harvick. 8 playoff drivers grabbing stage points there. Bubba Wallace trying to get some stage points for the 45 entry. He's able to do that. And Chase Elliott had a bad pit stop. He is not starting up at the front of this field as another problem up in turn 1. Looks like it was Todd Gilliland that turned him around, and Cole Custer, already some damage to his race car, is involved, as well as Noah Gragson, JJ Yeley as well, and now the 15 plows into the back of the 41 and creates some more damage there. Looks like both of those drivers are going to drop out in this one. Get back to the restart. It's Logano and Busch out in front, but Elliott has worked his way back up after that bad pit stop. He's going to make a move to the inside and take the lead away from Logano. The 9 car looking fast right now despite some pretty poor qualifying runs. both here and at Darlington. And at Darlington, it was Eric Jones who spoiled the field and grabbed the victory in the Southern 500, his second win in the event. The last one came when he was at Joe Gibbs Racing. He grabbed the 43 car's 200th victory. Last time we were here at Kansas, the 45 of Kurt Busch grabbed the victory, but he is still out of the race car, and Bubba Wallace taking over the entry for the Owners' Championship and having a solid run in it. Kyle Larson won this event last year, and what was a dominating season that ultimately culminated in a championship. Joey Logano, who was one of the latest to come down to pit lane for a green flag cycle last time, is one of the first to come down this time. Chase Elliott will come down and get his service. Looks like he had a little better entry that time, and here comes Alex Bowman. It's like the strategy kind of flipped there. Logano was latest and then become first. Bowman was one of the first and then one of the latest, and now Elliott's still able to hold on to the lead, and this time Stage 2 will have all playoff drivers. It is Logano, Harvick, Chastain, and Bowman finishing out the top 5. Also got Ryan Blaney and Suarez grabbing the last couple of stage points there. And Elliott will take the restart out in front. Doesn't have a bad pit stop under the stage break. Looking at some of the drivers that are still in this playoff battle, we haven't mentioned yet. Chase Briscoe, the victim of Elliott's spin that put the 9 car a little further back in the field. Briscoe didn't have that many playoff points to work off in the first place, so he is below the cut line. So is Austin Dillon, who grabbed the victory at Daytona. Of course, we expected that he was going to be a bit of a long shot to make the second round, but it is still possible if he can have a good run. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like that great one is coming today. Cody Ware under power on the front stretch, trying to get down to the apron. He's going to get hit from behind. BJ McLeod right in front of the field. Christopher Bell around. Tyler Reddick also collected. And here comes the shot from Daniel Suarez, the 8 car. Tumbling around, the pole sitter comes to a stop, and it looks like his car is destroyed. So that is a big blow to Reddick, and also to a few other competitors. Christopher Bell and Suarez also involved in this one. 99 cars already had some problems today. Now looking at Austin Cindric, the winner of the opening round of the playoffs. He is just below the cut line, trying to make sure that he can get into the next round. At the moment, he's running up in the top 10, might be able to get him a good amount of points today. Here comes Alex Bowman, looking to challenge for 4th place. He had a much-needed 10th place run at Darlington, puts him 10th in the standings at the moment, but it looks like he's going to make a move and go to 4th place over Busch. And as we mentioned, Harvick had that fire last week at Darlington, really needed a good run, would have preferred a victory, but it looks like that 9 car is just sailing away. I think Harvick's going to be fine to settle for a 2nd place finish. That will make up some points that he lost in that Darlington race. The white flag has been taken. Elliott is on his way to a checkered flag once again this season. Already 4 wins on the season. The last couple races, though, have been less than ideal, both involved in crashes. Was unable to get the car repaired in the time allowed last week. However, he is going to put all that trouble aside, and he is going to lock himself into the next round. Coming around the front stretch, Chase Elliott wins at Kansas. And that's all you need to guarantee your spot in the next round. Grab a victory, and Chase Elliott's able to do that. Harvick will come home in 2nd. Bowman able to jump up to 3rd place over Ross Chastain. Kyle Busch will maintain 5th. And Joey Logano will grab 6th position. Michael McDowell, a solid run for him in 7th. How about Landon Castle? Coming out of nowhere, he ends up in the 8th position. Great run for that Spire Motorsports team. Kyle Larson, Ryan Blaney rounding out the top 10. Austin Cindric was looking for that top 10 spot. He'll come home on 11th, though, over Christopher Bell. Denny Hamlin in 14th. Austin Dillon in 16th. He's going to have a little bit of work to do at Bristol. Last week's winner, Eric Jones, will end up in the 15th position. Bubba Wallace in that Owners' Championship battle, 18th. And Martin Truex Jr. just kind of fell off the map. Looked like he had a little bit of damage. Might have gotten into the wall a little bit. He ends up in the 20th position. And there were some playoff drivers that had some troubles themselves. Chase Briscoe, William Byron, several laps down. And then obviously Tyler Reddick and Daniel Suarez involved in that multi-car accident. That's really going to jumble up these playoff standings once again, which just seems to follow this pattern of the 2022 season. That is it for NR2003 Predicts. We hope you enjoyed the race, and we will see you all next time.